Let's access Mistral AI's artificial intelligence, or their reasoning chat called LeChat. We need to go to Mistral.ai, head to the products section where we'll see all their offerings. We'll need to find LeChat, okay? Click on Try LeChat and a new window will open. Just hit accept. As you can see, I'm logged in already. You might need to log in. From here, you can start chatting with this tool. Alright, I'll say hello. It's known for fast text generation, so that's how we can access it. How can we use Mistral AI, or LeChat as it's called, with Canvas? Well, basically we can open this drop down menu as we're seeing and select to use Canvas. We need to do this when creating a new project or even mid project. We'll select other settings based on whether we want to generate images and such. Now I'll ask it to create a Canvas style article on why Mistral AI is better than other models. So I hit enter and instantly it's created the article for me. It's just been incredible. Right, why is Mystery.ai better than other models? Explained by Mystery.ai, quote, SE-own AI. Basically, it's an emerging company in Paris that's caught the tech world's attention in Europe. And, well, you know, Europe is facing many, or starting to have many AI limitations and filters, which, if these limitations keep increasing, will slow Europe's progress compared to other countries, and that'll end up leaving it behind. So being created in France might change this situation. Mystery.ai basically stands out for superior performance. Its file generation capacity is incredible. It seems it also writes code quickly and lets you build React apps. It's also highly scalable, and one of its advantages is handling large data volumes without compromising speed or accuracy, making Mystery.ai suitable for all types of projects. Regarding my personal experience with Mystery.ai, user saturation is indeed noticeable, which sometimes complicates what they claimed about working with all kinds of projects. It can get a bit tricky at times, as Mystery.ai often requires multiple prompts. But overall, it's a very good free AI. It operates extremely fast. I can't deny that it's incredibly quick, and that's about it. Alright, so how can we use ChatGPT for programming? Is it actually good at coding? Well, basically we're going to create a new chat, okay? We click new chat, and in this drop down we can select the code interpreter, right? I'm going to ask it to create a snake game. Let's see what it does. There, it's done it, see? And as you can see, it was pretty quick. We can test it, yeah? Okay, this is the result. I think the snake is this white thing. Let's see if, well, first the apples aren't green, but it seems to work pretty well, right? We're seeing, there it is, okay? Game over, press Q to quit or C to continue. Cool, it did a good job, huh? Now let's ask it to make the apples red. I just asked for red apples, particles, and even power-ups, okay? It did it super fast. I mean, it's mind-blowing, right? I'm going to hit run. Let's see what happens. Okay, the yellow stuff is supposed to be power-up. The snake moves faster. For some reason, I don't know. There are no particles, see? And it's unclear what the power-up actually does. It keeps going. Well, we can see it's not perfect, but still, at least it added what I asked for, right? And yeah, the speed of programming is just insane, you know? Honestly, it finally managed to add particles. But hey, like all AIs, you gotta test them out. So yeah, that's how we can program now, okay? If I'm not mistaken, can it run in the AI view itself? Maybe they've disabled that feature now, I guess. Well, I asked about it. Can it run within the platform? They said theoretically it works with Python. This is Python, but it didn't let me. Oh well, I guess it's due to high demand or something, but in theory it's possible, so that's great. How can we generate images with Mr. Ella? We have this section here, okay? There's this drop down where we can request an image generation, right? So I'm going to ask it to generate a unicorn and see how long it takes, okay? Theoretically, right? It's really good at reasoning and giving quick answers. Wow, that was fast, huh? Just 6 seconds. Now, I'll ask for a prompt to create a detailed image with characters, poses, setting, camera, etc. So it says, I'm creating a detailed image of a fantasy scene in an enchanted forest. In the foreground, a white unicorn with a golden mane is drinking from a crystal clear stream. Nearby, a fairy with transparent wings, dressed in green leaves, sits on a mushroom watching the unicorn. In the background, a medieval castle with tall towers and waving flags rises above the treetop. The night sky is filled with stars, and a full moon illuminates the sea. Camera angle is low, looking. We're capturing the castle's majesty and the forest's serenity, right? Now let's see if it can generate an image. Look, this process creates a detailed image. Let's see if it can do it, okay? I've just hit the message limit. Alright, hold on a moment. Well, I'm on another account now. This image has generated exactly what I asked for. Let me download it. I'll open it here. 475 KB, so these are high quality images. Here we have the generation, and it's incredible, isn't it? It's truly amazing. It's done exactly what I asked for, right? Wow, very impressive AI for image generation. I've asked if it can modify the previous image. Okay, this is something that can be tricky, and I see this tool can't do it. So I say, instead of a unicorn, Make it a dragon, all in flames, okay? It doesn't edit the previous image, but creates a new one based on all the information, right? It's changed everything I had there. Here's the dragon. Here's the fairy, see? The camera angle is the same. There's the moon. True, no stars, but it's all in flames, as I said. It's done super well again. I'm really surprised by this, okay? So that's how we can use it there. Alright, so I'm here inside Mistral's chat interface, and I want to mention someone not by using the @ symbol, okay? And as you can see, it won't let me mention people, right? Because I don't have any contact, we can create people, or if we prefer, we can do this from the official website's products section. Go to start building, and it's the same process, okay? So within this section, we'll be creating an AI agent, as we can see. I'm going to call it a test. We can even add a description, alright? Theoretically, only we will have access to this agent, okay? And from here, we can select the model, okay? Theoretically, using the model won't cost us anything. But typically, when we program an agent, is because we're interested in using the AI assistant in an automated way, right? It becomes a bit more complex and we start to depend on spending money. That's why they show us the costs. But for now, we can theoretically use this tool or use these agents within the platform at no cost. So as you can see, they provide us with different models here, right? This one, for example, is developed with NVIDIA and costs 0.14 euros per million tokens. Got it? This one we see is priced at 540 euros per million tokens. It's top tier, high complexity reasoning for advanced tasks, you know, for more complex, sophisticated needs. We don't use Mistral. That's made for high volume cases, okay? It's meant for mass generation, and well, each model has its own description, right? As you can see, there are specialized models like Codasol for coding, this one for text and image, and Saba for Arabic language. Got it? We have various models now, but I can't spend too much time on this. So here we have randomness, which is basically, well, they tell us that the lower the value, the more predictable the results will be, okay? And the higher the value, less predictable. What does this mean? If we don't add randomness, the model will do exactly what we ask without reasoning, but without trying to add its own input. But if we increase it a lot, he'll try to contribute as much as possible. What's best? Well, it depends on our case. On the other hand, we have the typical AI instructions where we specify what we want with all the parameters. The interesting part is we can add a demonstration showing the input, what we'd ask for, and what we'd like as output, okay? And we can keep adding more and more demonstrations, right? We could even create a small data set like a mini example. It's really fascinating. Wow. I'm not sure how many examples it allows, but we've already got quite a few. 27 so far, and that's not all. To test it further, we're told we need to subscribe, okay? But we can test it here. Once done, we hit deploy. It's created. Now let's go to chat. We'll use that and should have access to people, okay? As you can see, I have it here, right? To access it, we need to go to the people section here and select the agent, okay? I've removed the API, but select the chat, all right? You're activating the deployment and we can test it, okay? As you can see, @TS is there now, right? If I type it appears. That's how easy it is to create an AI agent with Mistral. And finally, let's look at the interesting part, the money section. Let's say we've created an AI agent and started automating processes. Now we need to start doing large-scale tasks with Mistral.ai. Basically, we go to API keys and click to create a new key. This way, we'd obtain our API key. As you can see, they prompt us to choose a plan. Currently, we're using the free tier, but there's also pay-per-use pricing where we'd fill out a form to get API access and more. How can we know the cost? Well, they show us the cost right here. The usage section shows our spending, and we can top up in the limits or billing sections. I'm not seeing it here. And that's how it's done. As you see, they're not very open or transparent about it, but that's how we could do it.